So we're back showing you our progress. So we got 2 full walls done. Let me back up.
Oh my.
So you can see we got 2 full walls done. And as you can see, we started here. We didn't come to the frame because of the light switch. And here at the plug, we just cut around it like that. In our other house, we started the slat wall above the plug, and you lose a lot of space that way, and we didn't want to do that, so we did it this way. So then when you put the shelves in, the shelves will float across like that, so you'll still have all that space down there. But yeah, this is the wall, this is the other side. Did the same thing. So we got 2 more walls to do in this room. This wall and this wall.
And that's enough.
Yeah, David is worn out.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. We're not going to say it's easy work. And you can't really do it by yourself because you need somebody to help balance them. Because these slat walls are pretty heavy. They're just particle board mashed together and all that. But it does get pretty heavy lining them up and trying to get all of the seams right.
This is usually a 3-man job.
Yeah.
2 people will hold the shelf level and 1 person will drill in.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just 2 of us.
Yeah, David drills and I hold the shelf up. But, you know, hey, that's what we got and that's what we have to work with and that's what we're doing. Okay. As you can see, this is our last wall. David is putting up the last piece of slat wall. And I'm actually liking this a lot better than at the last house because the entire wall this time, as you can see, is covered. We don't have like little pieces here and pieces there. But also with doing this, we learned a lot from the last house because we did take down the slat walls in the last house and we realized that paint, the slat walls stuck to the paint. So when we took it down, you know, it's sheetrock behind there. That, you know, the sheetrock started peeling. So this house, the walls were already painted, so we didn't repaint it. We just put the slat walls up. And, you know, while we were talking about it, because even we noticed while we were there, before we thought about moving, like some of the cardboard on the toys was touching the paint and it would stick. And I'm thinking because of the cheap quality paint. Now, we did not buy good paint. We did not buy Behr and all this premium. We went right to Walmart and bought the cheap paint and had it. Yeah, but the paint was sticky. So you might want to consider, if you're painting, even if you do get the Walmart paint,
make sure nothing touches it.
Yeah, make sure that your boxes don't touch the paint. And if you're going to do like what we're doing here, this slat wall, just know if you move and you decide to take it down, that it might stick. So you might want to buy a more quality paint. I don't know if it's because of the quality of paint or, you know, everything had gotten worse. This house right here is 35 years old, and I'm sure this paint has been up for about 35 years. So it's probably a better quality paint. But yeah, even when you touch it now, it doesn't feel sticky. Like ours always looked shiny, and when you touched it, it always kind of felt sticky. So, but we are done with this room, and this is what it looks like now. We're going to wipe down the slat walls. We're just going to get a damp cloth and just wipe them down because some of them, you know, it got some, I don't know, some whatever on it, and we just want to clean it up. So we'll show you what it looks like once we start actually putting stuff on it.
And then this.
Oh God, I don't know if y'all want to even see.
all of this
This is David's stuff.
will go in there.
Yes.
Because
this-
that outer room I'm gonna fill primarily vintage.
Yeah,
So this is all my stuff.
yeah. All this room right here, we're gonna fill it up with all David's stuff.
And then this room, when it's finally finished,
Yeah.
is LPH Trinessa is going to I think she wants to do all vintage in this room
Yes.
of hers. And then down there is whatever happens down there.
Yeah, and this
We
one.
haven't,
Yeah.
that's a project.
Yeah, because I mean, we still got to frame. This room has to be completely framed and drywalled and this and
This
that.
room's going to be a lot more of a project.
Yeah, because all the walls have to be drywalled.
Yeah.
So
Getting this one's not going to be too bad.
yeah,
And then
because
she
there's
can-
only 2 walls that need to be
Studded.
framed and drywalled.
And then she can get her vintage up in here.
Yeah.
And so then we'll have the 3.
Yeah.
Because the lounge is, even though you don't go into the lounge first, the lounge is the first room.
Yeah.
So 1,
So-
2, 3, because how they're interconnected.
Yeah.
And we've got other rooms, but they're not directly interconnected, so we repurposed them for something else.
Right.
And we got a gym over there and whatever. But yeah, these 4 were going to be the collection sanctuary museum sort of deal.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. That's where we are on our new journey to our new museum.
Yep.
Okay, so David has started putting his collection up, and he pulled some stuff out.
Yeah. So we can sift through and just
Yeah.
try to feel it out and just see how it feels. It may not even end up like this,
Yeah.
but I got to start
Somewhere.
gauging it and just seeing how it feels and then seeing how certain things are going to lay out or will they work better in a different location. Like I got to be careful obstructing through there, for example.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to block the doorway, so I probably don't want to put shelves on the bottom.
Yeah, you
Things
can
like
put
that.
shelves over here,
yeah, through
and in
here.
this corner over here. On the bottom, those
Yeah.
big shelves on the bottom. That's
Yeah.
what we were talking about.
And trying to keep certain collections together and things like that.
Because right now, this is all Migo right here, right? Everything up there? No.
There is a lot of Migo,
Oh.
but I mean, you got Amigo, Shindana, Marks,
Hmm.
LJN, Atravitos, Dynamicos, and
But
a hodgepodge of things.
you usually have yours set up by year or decade. At least that's what you were kind of going for in the last museum.
Yeah, and that's all 70s.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you going to try to stick with that, or you might do something else? Or you don't know yet?
Probably. It'd be nice to try to keep eras together, if at all possible, or like types together.
Like all movies or all TV shows or all sci-fi? Because Buck Rogers and Black Hole is sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, keeping all of the advertising stuff together, things like that. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, this stuff is, you're always moving something, because once you get it up and you look at it, and you look around, you're like, that'll feel better over there. And you move it around a couple times until it feels right. You just got to kind of put it up and see what it feels like. And you got to sit in the middle and just look at it. That's what I do. I put it up and then I sit and just look at it.
Yeah, and then trying to keep things together, like this, like the LJN TV stuff there, right?
The SWAT.
This goes with it too, but then you put something bulky like this in the middle, it doesn't look right. This would be better lower.
Right.
And that means those would have to be lower.
Right.
And, things like that. You just got to look at it and feel it out.
Okay. But that's where David is today. And we'll check on him again in a couple days.